Sometimes students ask me how funny they should be in their college essays. Standing out is good. The more differentiation in your application, the better, right? And there are some stellar creative essays online that are pretty funny. Let me break down the purpose of humor in a college essay and when you should use it. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Chris from Mooshly.com. I have an English bachelor's with a creative writing concentration and an MBA. I'm a consultant and professional writer, and I've helped a lot of students improve their writing and get accepted to elite academic programs and institutions like Ivy Leagues, medical schools, law schools, PhDs, and graduate business programs. I frequently get asked for writing advice, so I'm putting some out here to help you for free. I wrote a very thorough college essay introduction guide I highly recommend you check out. It's designed to be actionable and can get you started on your essay in minutes. Click the link in the description to download it for free. Okay, so jokes in your essay. First things first, they have to actually be funny to be effective. A middling joke that gets pity laughter from your friends will detract from your essay's impact. I've seen my share of those, and trust me, it tends to make me not want to admit you. In this context, the purpose of well-placed humor does two things. First, it highlights your wittiness. Intelligent jokes can make you look smarter. Second, it broadens your personality. You have the opportunity to introduce another facet of your character, and since in my experience, well-utilized humor in college essays is so rare, this could be a standout trait to the college admissions officer. That might sound like there's no drawback to this strategy, so you should try to utilize intelligent humor in your essay regardless. If it makes you look smarter and stand out, why not? Well, how funny are you in real life? There are a lot of ways to make your essay stand out. You could swear. You could write it in red font on a black background. Oh, you could write it in wingdings. Is that still a thing? Obviously, the point is to stand out in a positive way. And generally speaking, I think being funny in writing is difficult, easy to overdo, and risky. There are other ways to display your intellect and personality in your college essay that are equally effective. You want to weigh the risk versus reward when using humor. It could make you sound unserious. It could make you sound annoying if you're not good at it. Your admissions officer could be a prude and dislike any humor in an application essay. So without knowing anything about who you are or your essay, I would encourage you to utilize humor sparingly. If, with that understanding, you still want to include humor in your essay, here are some general guidelines. Keep it brief. Quick punchlines and pithy setups mitigate some of the risk. It's much easier to forgive an unfunny sentence or phrase than paragraph. Keep it witty. I mean, I personally think having an essay replete with fart jokes would be hilarious, but the juxtaposition of lowbrow humor in an academic setting might not be your best move. Use humor in your supplemental essays. You might not want to risk much humor in your Common App essay, but your supplemental essays might have room for additional freedom. When you have a creative prompt and a short word count limit, I'd feel more comfortable tossing in some humor. Unless the question is like, XYZ University pride itself on its seriousness. Tell us about a dignified time when the gravity of the situation was overwhelming. Finally, remember that basically all humor sets expectations, then breaks them. Surely you can't be serious. I am. And don't call me Shirley. A man walks into a bar. It must have hurt. If you're going through your essay to discover opportunities for humor, find sentences that ostensibly are going to end one way, then keep them exactly as you'd written and don't change anything. Humor is a tool that can absolutely elevate your essay, but it's one of the riskier things to recommend. Like if I said ensure your language and imagery is unique and engaging, that's applicable 100% of the time, right? That will always create a good essay. But I'm more hesitant to say, oh, just be funny, because it's much more context dependent. But if you have some solid examples of humor in your essay, send them to me because I'd love to read them. You can get my contact on my website, Mooshly.com. I hope this video provided some insight, and I'll see you next time.